Fortnite is actually fun again, and I think it's all because Fortnite got back to the roots in update 23.40. A couple of weeks ago I made a video talking about how Fortnite hates the BR, and when I posted the clips of that on TikTok, a lot of people thought I was being negative. And although I can somewhat understand where people were coming from, the point of the video was to highlight certain things that Epic needs to do to make the game more fun. And now we get this new update and it proves that I was right the entire time. See, in the video I stated that there were 3 elements that make a really good Fortnite season. The first was major loot pool changes, the second was frequent updates to POIs, and the third was a good underlying story. Right now, Fortnite has all 3 of those. And even though this isn't a storyline video, let's look at that specifically for just a hot second. The storyline is in a really good spot right now. The mystery and intrigue surrounding Stellan, the shapeless man, Amy potentially traveling back through time, or even to save the scientist in the last reality, all of this is getting people excited for Season 2. And that's what we have to understand. When Fortnite tells a good story, people get more excited for the next season. Because of all the story beats I just mentioned, people are wondering, oh man, what's gonna happen when Amy goes into the Rift Gate? What effect is that gonna have on the Fortnite storyline if the 7 come back as evil heralds of the last reality? What map changes are we gonna get? What guns could come back if we end up fighting the last reality again? What new in-game mechanics could they introduce? The storyline always has a direct effect on gameplay. And speaking of gameplay, the mechanics for update 23.40 are just blowing my mind. The idea of a heat system that constantly increases based upon how many kills you get or how much you're looting vaults on the map, this in Fortnite is just so refreshing. It gives people a sense of purpose when they play outside of just loot and shoot. When something has purpose, when something has intentionality behind it, it always gives anything a new layer of depth that it just wouldn't have without it. And this is something I've talked about in previous videos, how important new gameplay mechanics are. In many ways, these new mechanics really reward sweaty players. The more elims I have, the greater effect my infinite siphon has. Like, it's just so awesome. And the more I think about it, the more I realize why I love this season. When you guys come to my live stream, you always ask me what was my favorite season in Fortnite. I always say Chapter 1, Season 6, but the real answer is Season 6 through Season 8. The last 2 out of those 3 seasons introduced Siphon to the game, which was my most fun time I ever had playing. And this is a way to bring that back, but in a new way. It's Siphon, but with a twist. You have to now earn the infinite Siphon that you're granted. And even when you get it, it's not overpowered because it takes time to roll into effect. It doesn't work the same way that it does in Arena. Now I feel like I'm being rewarded for playing really well, and that adds to the purpose aspect. Being rewarded for actually doing a good job. Like, if I'm playing solos and I've got 10 kills, it's really neat that I get infinite Siphon if I get myself in a tough position. But even if my Siphon's coming back, I still have to position myself in a way to where I have time to regenerate my health. These new gameplay mechanics, along with the new augments that we have and the new weapons, it's just so amazing. One of the things that I've talked about over the last year and a half doing content is that having dedicated weapons to specific rarity slots is what makes Fortnite more enjoyable. And guess what they did? They actually brought weapons back that can only be found in specific rarities. Let's look at the exotic weapons for a minute. Each one of those are weapons that we've already had on the map, but when using these, they now give you a specific ability for using each one. That, in conjunction with your heat level or your augments, makes an incredibly unique experience when playing the game. Now you're thinking about how you can mix and match your augments with what you know is going to appear in your heat level with whatever gun you decide to choose. But on top of that, they brought back some fan favorite weapons like the Deagle, the silenced pistol, which I personally was really excited about, dual pistols, the heavy sniper, and the P90 with a twist. Again, I don't know what else to say other than this is the most fun I've had playing this game in almost 2 years. And although Chapter 3 was great, it just never felt like this. The loot pool feels diverse, augments were a W addition from the start of the season. It all works in tandem together just to create one amazing experience. Finally, to wrap this whole thing up, having the vaults back on the map is incredibly refreshing. Having a specific goal or a specific target to fight over rather than just fighting to stay alive is so much more fun. Now when I'm landing, I feel like I have more of a reason to stay alive. I'm fighting harder to stay alive because I want access to that vault. I just hope that Epic realizes how awesome of an update that they've made, and I pray that when it comes to Season 2, they do more stuff like this. This was fun. Fortnite literally saved itself because of this update. So many of us were getting tired of playing the game, and this has revitalized my energy and excitement, not just for making content, but for just wanting to play Fortnite again. And I'm very excited to see where they lead us in Season 2. And we're gonna have more videos coming up soon about what we think is gonna happen there. But until then, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and check out this video right here. This is the one I was talking about, which goes over all those updates Epic needs to continue to make to keep Fortnite fun. I love you guys. I'll catch you soon. Peace out.